First of all, Chad, I like this. You're in your best light, my best light. And what's funny, when you and I were talking, you know I love you, but if we didn't talk about the Bell & Howell name, which obviously that's a winner chicken dinner, but if people have done even a small amount of comparison shopping on what color changing candles go for, this just doesn't happen. And Chad, you and I, when we were talking yesterday, what I think is so funny, I mean, your mom, who's such a brilliant person, and even me, I was looking online and I said, oh, so okay, they choose that, that great color changing, or they choose that warm amber light. It's buy one, get two. It's two different designs in one for that price, right?
Yeah, I actually, I should call, the graphics say flicker or color changing. It should be flicker and color changing.
Right.
Because these are the same candles. I did like this set over here on the color changing. I did this set on the warm flickering light because time is so limited tonight. It's just one switch on the bottom. All you do is flip it from one side to another side, and then all of a sudden it goes, let me turn my lights all the way off so you can actually see it. It goes from the white flickering light to the color changing with the flip of a switch. It's that simple. But Bell & Howell, obviously you and Lou just spent a good amount of time talking about it, a company that's been around for over 100 years. And do they know one thing? It's called lighting and projectors. So the candles that they've made for us, the glitter candles, exclusively for HSN, by the way, are something very special. They almost have and I'm going to lower my lights again. They almost have a 5D sort of technology. So when you look at them from the side, I'm tilting this one, it's almost like fiber optics reaching out from that center stem just through the whole exterior, the pillar of the candle. So you're getting all three. You're getting a 4-inch, a 5-inch, and a 6-inch candle all together. Thank you for doing that. Where have you been all my life? Sometimes the cameras in the studio can't pick up how brilliant they are, but through your cell phone lens, it looks completely different. Can you see that?
I know, and see, that's just, in fact, my producer, Steve, see, they used to give me grief for bringing my cell phone out to the set, but it's practical with a purpose. And part of the reason I did that, Chad, is you're right. You have to get these at home to really appreciate them. I mean, yes, the price is really ridiculous. Thank you for doing that, Mark. Mark is always willing to play along with my shenanigans. He gets stuck with me a lot. I don't know if that's good or a bad thing. But we do like to have fun with these shows. And now, you know how they have that game show, The Price is Right? If you were just channel surfing, what would you, oh, yes, I know my stocking stuffer is coming up, doggone it. Look at, the alarm is going off again. See? If there was ever any doubt whether these shows are live or not, stocking stuffer is coming up. Even my Android phone, you know, don't forget that stocking stuffer is coming up. But don't forget, if you were playing that game, The Price is Right, I'd love it if you could see those amber ones with the light dimmed again. And Chad, you're right. We should change the graphics. It's flicker and color changing. It's almost as if you're buying one and getting two free, because I almost double dog dare you to, you know, do a little internet search on how much you spend on color change or flicker candles, and then you're getting both. Now the sizing on these, I'm gonna go back to hsn.com here real quickly. Chad, I think that smallest one is what, 3 inches?
It's 4 inches, 5 inches, and 6 inches, which are the perfect sizes you want. And when we were chatting on the phone, and I'm gonna switch all my candles to that warm flickering light per, you know, a request, that I usually keep mine on the warm flickering light. But we were talking yesterday, Shannon, as we were prepping for the shows, and I had mentioned I ordered a couple of the $35, $40 flameless candles because I was so curious. Like, I already had previously owned some, but these claim to have a lot of technology, so I ordered them. They arrived right before the show. No kidding. UPS was knocking on that door, and I answered it. Shannon, I opened it up. I'm disgusted. They take 4D batteries. 4D, you know how expensive 4D batteries are? With your Bell & Howell, they take 3 AAA. You have 3 AAA batteries all day long laying around your home, and if you ever need to buy more batteries after months and months and months of use, they're inexpensive. A lot of the flameless candles that you see that are high priced take that old C or D level battery, which is not something you want. So If you're thinking about picking up flameless candles, just keep a couple of things in mind. You want ones that are probably unscented because you don't want that cheap, vanilla smell in your home that a lot of them have. You want ones that aren't real wax because if you're going to put them in the windowsill, they might melt. With these, it's that really strong ABS plastic. It's not going to melt if you have them in a windowsill in the direct sunlight. And then you want one that actually has a movable sort of rubber flame on the top like these have. So Bell and Howell has went through all the competitors, the whole market. They've listened to what customers were writing on other products, and they made something just for HSN that really blew not only me and you and Guy Yovan away, but the buyers. They were like, is that really what I purchased? I said, yes, it is, because they thought at $19.95 they were going to get a $19.95 item. But in fact, they really didn't. They got a $39.95 sort of item. And I don't know how, I don't talk about price, Shannon, but I don't understand what's happening today where you were able to do this.
Well, do you know what? I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. That would not be you because you're looking socially slim. So we want to know what your secret is. But all kidding aside, it's for this show. They actually added Chad to an 11 p.m. airing, which they weren't supposed to do, but these were so popular. It is the last call. And remember, normally when Chad would have that 11 o'clock show, we would say, oh, we've got 40 left in the gold and 100 left in the color changing. It's both. If you do a little internet search, remember, color changing candles, they are a lot of money. I mean, it's almost as if we're saying buy one and then get another two. So you get this beautiful tiered effect. The other thing is it has kind of a mercury glass look to it, which I love. I'm trying to remember the brand new home designer who was on this last week was Suzanne. He had like all these beautiful mirrored tables and like a little mirrored armoire. And it was kind of like old world holiday or Hollywood glamour. That is this personified. And then of course, it is both that beautiful amber and the color changing light. For FlexPay, I gotta be honest, Chad, I do computers on the air here at HSN and I don't get for FlexPay. So I don't know what you did. And then-
Hey, don't tell Aaron.
Yeah, exactly. Don't tell Aaron Berger. For FlexPay, extended holiday return policy. I really am going to recommend getting more than one set though, because whether you saw that last, Jonathan, I'm trying to remember his last name, that's so horrible. Designers always recommend book-ending things. So if you do one on either side of a bedstands or either side of a mantle, you could put these in under books or a shelf on a bookcase because you're not worrying about an open flame. You're not worrying about that poured wax faux light candle melting. It's just, yeah, Julie McDonald, thank you. But he did a lot of these beautiful mirrored tables. Chad, this is like the perfect combination. And I know we're talking about Christmas, but really, these are candles that you're gonna keep out and use year round, aren't they?
They really are. That mercury glass look is something I use all over my home. I picked up things from Alexandra Baker with the big mercury glass, jars. And these have that look, but they don't break like mercury glass. So if you have children or you have small grandkids or kids running around, first off, you don't have to worry about an open flame. So you don't have to worry about getting hot or any smoke when you blow them out or any smell because they're unscented. But you also don't have to worry about being gentle, breaking them, the kids dropping them on the floor, running by and knocking them over. They're going to last and last and last. And that's what's really important. And that's what Bell and Howell really stands behind. Being in business over 100 years, being at this network a decade, it just tells you they're into quality. They're into that quality assurance that really makes product last a long time. Because if they didn't, Shannon, as you know, you've been around a very long time here at HSN, respectfully,